Parker Brothers! More games, more systems, most importantly, more fun. Parker Brothers. Did anyone ever wonder if they had sisters? And if they were hot? Or was that just me? Why do I admit these things? Anyway, like Activision, Parker Brothers produced games for a variety of game systems, like the Atari, the IntelliVision, ColecoVision, even the Commodore Vic 20 and Atari home computers. I like their slogan, Parker Brothers, the ones to beat, with a pipe. Now, I'm not sure how many of these games they actually made in-house, if any of them, or if they just published games. But as you'll see in this 1983 video game catalog, Parker Brothers published a lot of great games. And odds are, if you collect for the Atari or IntelliVision or ColecoVision, you have a couple Parker Brothers games in your collection. Games like Frogger and Reactor, really good games, and Reactor is excellent, highly underrated. What I like about this 83 catalog is that it shows the variety of game systems and home computers that were available to those primitives back in 1983. The only game system I had at the time was an Atari 2600, but those of you fortunate enough to own a ColecoVision or IntelliVision or Tandyvision, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to get a Tandyvision one of these days. Anyway, you can play a lot of great games except Strawberry Shortcake, G.I. Joe, and Spider-Man, which were only for the Atari 2600 Cool Kids Club. However, if I could go back in time, I would have killed for a ColecoVision back then. While this catalog isn't nearly as visually stunning as some of the other 80s game catalogs I've covered, it's a very informative catalog that shows a lot of great games and what game systems they're available on. So it's great for collectors, and I've never even heard of the Ewok game. That sounds terrible. Gotta play it. And I definitely want to see the sequel, E.T. vs. the Ewoks Deathmatch, where nobody comes out alive. Let's move on to the last page here for a couple games I've never played, like James Bond 007, The Lord of the Rings, and McDonald's. McDonald's. Was that even released? It says coming soon, and that was 30 years ago, so I hope it's been released. Now, the very last page, like the secret page here, is the product matrix of availability. So you can look at what game you want and then scan over to see if it's available for your game system, like the Tandyvision. If not, you can call this number, 1-800-VIDKIDS, and yell at them. Why isn't Strawberry Shortcake on the Tandyvision? Also, I'd like to know why they don't support the Vectrex. Seems like a major flaw in their business model. It's the 1983 Parker Brothers video game catalog. Fun for collectors, fun for everyone, even Strawberry Shortcake.